prime minister na mu akushira so ama wo when in some any dear me different of my Ghana ebremo ni nyina mwatie mema little Solomon eban na wono so watch na adwen wo wie ya bibie huma tromfo no atum na mo so mo afre na mo akire mo adwen yo little Solomon yasa bepiem second part of the program somewhere me dey free of my Ghana any obi my so bara ene nyina etiefo ate mema kwa be 20 minutes na watchere wadwen na wo bia yenuanom so enya kwan na wo mo aba na wo mo akire wo madwen enti over to you Mr. Little Solomon.
Over to you Mr. Little Solomon. Menso masumu Mr. Big Amwaten. Nyame enshirao wone Radio Living atiefo. Minimse Radio Living program ya ye Ghana fuetie, America fuetie, Canada fuetie, Ohima Krum. Almost every part of the world.
So this we are saying a small village, little village where Radio Living so kasema wo se hu se kope bia sanity
enti yeda onyame ase Luxembourg also homosexuals bienu akoya wade
250 invitees
okay
but 250 na ko wade no
anya mama sisi se enema bi atise no hye nyame asem ema utie ne ekoso Nigeria se yedi nipa nam ene ye aduane ema nipa etodia na emema agya ema anyame bo for a very special reason na ene de reason ni ntie nyame bo ma no enipa se enye kwa se ne be ya ye pese ye dane nyame asem ebutu nanso nyame asem a waka no se wo ye danya ebebam se ne yetie enti se na yehu se meme ware na ye di nipa nam ye aduane ma nipa edi a na che se Yesu asem o kan se mre ne kwa wie ya sanse mo nyina beba no na aba Mr. Martin ba mi mfiri won tentem pa na me nko ensem ne niema ekoso wo man Ghana mu anopa yesu me wura ahubie mu wo Mr. Martin efa Aban Babin oye majority leader ewo Ghana Parliament.
Waba Radio Living ama ya neno akasa.
Babia ye Ghana mrapon ye di bu oman eye oman nimdifo wom te se oman Ghana na nipa wo ye kasamafo oda dom kese ano wotumi aka ensemo etese a na chese ogu Ghana Parliament eni aban we animu ase na eteda bia na me kan se na den ena nipa binom ayenim so omo wonim de ekasa saa se Almighty Abambabin se nka ye de enkonwa no ema Ghana for carpenter for a enka omo ntumi enye eno na ho na wasan ato so asen akoka se ne ebe ya Ghana forestry enua ye dua no Ghana no enua no ho beto omo ntia na mom den ma ne se obeka se ne ebe ya aban no ebefa China for contract no so enya kro no abo eno de wantumi anka na emom no Ghana nua ene ebesa na enso sa Ghana nua na ebesa no ya ton ediama private timber companies ena yetwa ena duty sikura yenye ena Ghana nua no yetwa amanfo illegally amanfo etwa doma operators pai ewira na mom ne eye oman no ankasa oman no mra oman a parliament ankasa ye hyemra ma oman no ye di nnua ni bi eye nkonwa ma omo a asem a Abambabin eka no ye da na sepa na emom no ye pese ote ase ne se Ghana for sebe ye njimia nkonkoduru se wo ba be kasa ansem we kire nya na ya je watum ye hu se aida se eyenimdie na e bia se asa ewo saban we mpanyifo mu a ana se eye boapaye ena omo hyeda aya fa kwambi so abo Ghana man kro no ana se eye abro ena omo pese omo di Ghana fo a yɛde wɔn agye nyame because wontumi ma ɛmɛkasa as a home minister papa panimu a woyɛ majority leader na wobɛka saa nsɛm wei akyerɛ Ghanafoɔ a Mr. Martin ɛmfa kwan mu na asɛm bia mu a meka no wɔ ha ne sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ Ghana ni bi sɔre na saa Millennium Challenge Corporation for no ɛwɔ sɛ Ghana ni bi sɔre na wɔde saa company no ɛkɔ court sɛ ɔmpene mo mfa sika ne ma Ghana asɛm a meka ne ha ne no ɛwɔ sɛ obi resist from all avenue say sa Millennium Challenge Corporation no 498.2 million dollars or so whatever no I was say obi etiem say o my mfa my oman Ghana if you say enema e koso e wo sa aban we abreso no enema Mr. Martin say Ghana ya ready ya e de how e bebre oman no esika twitwudie aban we age for the previous years no e dey important na odi aye che say it's all that say omuji sika no a na omu ache sika no omuji sika no a na omu di sika no aye niema emwa oman no nanso na eka no eda oman no so adentina was say this government for that matter no NDC aban etumi eye sa niema no etia oman na Ghana for eto aba ema NDC aban say omra na omafo mfa sa akwan no so ana metiase enye aban ya to aba ma wo say ya wo kasa wo say government ya sign I increase petrol prices just said gas
jina ho na
any
jina ho sa NPA National Petroleum Authority increment no ma me mo sa tape na Ghana frontier
a calculation that we did based on the international price.
Atiata Radio, #1 station in France.
Brent price have gone up by 34% over the last 2 months, and then petrol has gone up by 35% on the international market, and then diesel has gone up by 26%. Now, because we import our petroleum products, normally the pricing is based on the international prices. And when people leave petrol to come to Ghana or diesel, there are a lot of costs associated with it. Now it is like just selling any other commodity. You don't buy a commodity, you add transportation and other costs, and then come and sell it less than its price. Anytime we do that, it means that there's going to be a subsidy. The question is, you have refused to price it as its economic value. How are you going to maintain the difference? And it's this difference that creates the subsidy. Immediately it creates subsidy and government cannot pay. It means those who are importing the products, they would now have to go to the banks to borrow to fill in the gap until such a time that they can be paid by government. This can take some number of months, and sometimes it leads into shortages. And what the NPA is saying is that it is better to increase the prices by the 9%, which translates to 28 pesos per liter, than to say that we are going to create subsidies and then the banks will refuse to grant LCs to the importing companies of petroleum products. This will lead to shortages on the market. And we all know that any time there are shortages, we queue for fuel, there will be no cars moving around, public transport would be halted, even essential workers that must go to hospital, doctors that must go to hospital, teachers and nurses, everybody will be stranded. And we think that it's better for us to pay a little bit more of 28 pesos per liter so that there will be fuel available rather than say that, look, we will not increase by 28 pesos and then create a lot of shortages. I believe that you, my respected host to now, you prefer that, look, let me pay 28 pesos extra per liter and go to work, especially to PSSM, rather than say that, oh, don't increase 28 pesos and I'll stay back at home. I think the effect of shortages is normally more remarkable than when maybe we are doing subsidies.
I see. Now, let me ask this. Now, 9% is what you mentioned, and you also mentioned 28 pesos. Now, does this 28 pesos cover the entire cost of the product?
Well, for now, I must say that the 28 pesos that we are seeing is really not a full cost recovery. But because of previous over-recovery that we made, because of the lower prices, we are still able to give these 28 pesos. If we were really to do a full cost, it could have even been higher.
Are you suggesting that with the 9% and 28 pesos, you're still subsidizing it? Is that what you're saying?
No, I wouldn't say that we are subsidizing. We just took advantage of the previous lower prices, which did not translate fully to be able to do this pricing.
Did the lower prices create a windfall?
Oh yes, you remember we told you that we had a windfall of 412 million Ghana cedis, which we paid part of it to the BDCs so that they could continue to do their business. That was well read out to all Ghanaians. We were very transparent with it.
Yes, I remember that, but you said, as you just rightly mentioned, that the windfall was to pay the BDCs what we owed them. So if you're saying that you're relying on that windfall to sort of mitigate the correct cost at this point, what is left that you're using to mitigate what we're supposed to pay?
This thing is always in transition. I mean,
Radio Living Atiatafo Radio,
so
#1 station in France.
To receive their under recovery have been able to be the people that have cushioned the system. It is only into the future, like maybe in the next 1 month, then now we have to probably do a very full cost recovery.
So it means that in the next 1 month we're going to have more increases.
It's not an increase. I believe, as our statement indicated yesterday, whether it's MPP government, NDC, or CPP, government getting involved in fuel has always created problems. I think the trend in the world is for us to go to a deregulation where the myth surrounding the price of fuel would now be removed forever. For example, if you take cement and sugar, there used to be a myth surrounding it because of what we call controlled pricing. Today, you go and you buy your cement, and it's affordable because there is competition. In fact, we know very well that if there is a deregulation, prices of petroleum prices would even probably be lower or even be more competitive. And then, just like you go to UK, the fuel station that have a better price, you go there and then you buy. So this is the idea into the future. We know very well that if we let it go in terms of pricing, the private businessmen would be able to compete, and then we'll have modest prices.
Mr. Saka, how true is it that what you actually need is 24%, and that you're using the 9% as
No, I didn't say 29.
No, I'm not quoting you. I'm not quoting you. Sorry, I'm not quoting you. We've heard that actually this should have gone up by 24%. And that 9% is to test the waters and see how it goes.
No, that is not true.
It is not?
I've never seen such figures at all.
Yo, it's here for Radio Living, so now we cannot say program, and multi and some more AD, Akote, or my Ghana. This is National Petroleum Authority, and penny for one more penny per CEO, Chief Executive Officer. Moses Asaga, Mutis, your sister station, Peace FM, Kwame Sefakai, and then no Ekitin Komo FA, price increase in petroleum products, or my Ghana, effective today, the 18th day of May 2015. Petroleum prices are costro, petrol will sell at 3 Ghana cedis, 24 Ghana pesos, and LPG will sell as 2 Ghana cedis, 96 Ghana pesos ene de ekeka ho eti esa ena na mepese munya the true state of the increment abasisi a 9%. Yo little Solomon me the way between se be ya nuanum a omu ebeko Ghana ne omu mo Ghana sisi a ombehu se de petroleum prices no nebo eko enti wetumi atraso.
Okay, Mr. Martin.
Omo chese ke ko 24 kra na omo dey about 9.
Asamna o boy no, well, se waboma atie 40. But me de me mahunya nsasem bi ewom. Nsasem bi anim sansem no mu papa no kwam sifa kan interview no oka ye no. Ababa ko se bi anim. Na asem a meka no ha ne se minimara ade ba ko amahu owi ase ne se nipa bible say opo nyame asem a onipa onyansa e wo he na se enipa nso ye na adwen se bia onimnyansa na se abro pesame kuminya nti opese ode ne nyansa no edi dwuma esan bedane mane ye sabi obi a onimnyansa because you can say National Petroleum Authority for we omwa ena eya adwuma ena omode enhyehyɛ ba sɛ petrol no sɛ yetum wa manone a ombetum sɛ yeteso a ombeteso. I was even expecting Kwame Sifa Council bebisa anko bebisa nsa question no. I don't know the same people ena yete petrol so mane ba bedru some level a na obia eka sɛ yate petrol wo kyɛ petrol no eba the least price
less than $50.
If we are see a bin sida less than $50. Let us ask these people and omo ba begina radio so I can say ya to petrol mu wo amandwa so nti omo so eto mu no ye mi so omo say ya te petrol so man be less than $50 no omo te so o man Ghana mu ana soon demonstrations any kasa any deda amafo ye no Ghana sabre no mu no and this ya ban Mahama JDM John Dumso Mahama. I am found a kwan biara Ghana for a fire ye kasaye. Almost in yadia on better so. Enti ene ye omo ba ye omo ba beka say ya to petrol munti. Almost so air to mono. Ghana for ntie ananso omo fi say nipa no omo omo kasa asem no sabe. Etire adwe no omo ni bi nti no omo kasa na. It doesn't make sense to me.
Eti woni na do dan kwakufu ado sesi a wo Germany wo ka say apai no insensitive to Ghanaians, especially at this time of the year. Normal ebo kosrona dumso no so ewo so obi aba ka woni akro ma little Solomon ewie ya nanka waba na so aba de yemfa no. Hello Radio Living Ghana to say program ni mpacho minu ahwene. Hello Radio Living Ghana say program ni mpacho minu ahwene. Mint only a chrono, I don't know. But your wow, pese, o friend, when you say little Solomon, via na we pay matron for not to now, so a bantina potrakra, and my BPA telephone atum. Little Solomon, only a crow when you are so into with me at us.
About what you're picking about. Asama, about picking, Asama mechanisms I'm watching. A choir Ghana. Empenifo ede wo mane fashion no enye
na me busa
ye famra enye djuma
na do ka say aban no ye insensitive no woni ne ade
Mr. Martin asem we de na do mpo na wose woka enye na do mpo na wose woka yemu chese Ghana ni bia Ghana da na koma so bia no papa no me ne na do ye adwen 100%. That is why intina some of us no ye pese nipa bi mu a sabe abadaye ene tema ewo omumu te se na nado no eba ebedi wo man Ghana so asem o kan ye no kre
yo obi aba woni akre se otimi abanti ya fa no. Hello Radio Living Ghana to say program ni mpacho mini ahwene me pacho mitimi emfa off aces ya anti e chewa na wasafre mpacho o yo obe fro why make a director or ha me can't no afro why Yo, Bajo, bye. Yo, Radio Living, wow, opese, would you come up private, you know? Ghana to say programming, Yana, when you put my opese, Fred, off air, bit me afraid when you cry, open on the telephone, so now when you know, income, latest Solomon Patrick Coso.
Eti Mr. Martin, ye mu be percent another dan kwaku for the Ghana man pani because of some we say ya. One who are all can say. I didn't know was abanu etimi eye abanya ni timo odenya. Just say on tie Ghana for asem because me no kasa say aban no an kasa no o man pani mahama ba begina enipa mu a o say ono nso no o tinka say dum so no a ekoso no o tinka o de na no na ba beka o preach virtue na wa practice vice versa enti obi a wo tinka say Ghana dum so enipa enya enkanea emfa nya adwuma wo tinka no ya even pono generator ye kan wasem sise no nipa simple na wosika edito generator enkanea minim ne say wontumi make provision say power generation no ayinamo kanea no beba ama nipa dodo no anya emu mfaso enka fuel prices here abayi no enka e wose wote so na kakra na omo generators omo so betimi ayusu generators ede sabio ayo omodwuma no eno so so wo so say mase akwakoto petrol gas ene gas oil na kosi ankosi koda watwe aba asi obi so
crazy mpo ekoso by 9%.
Watwe aba asi obi so na wabo no enipa no sunsu a wo se manu nsu na enye timoden enye je se omampani mahama na ban mu ena obehu sansem we enti ne me kan wa ha ne se enye Ghana fo nti ena andisi aban we ebaye ye bekoso aka akosi se andisi aban ebaye se ekwan a won befa so a won betumi anya sika ene se ene no ubeye amanyoni na se wo party ene wo aban mu a na che se oman no sika no esan se wo na ebedi wo nti na che se wo nyankwan awie sika no this time no ye nka corruption bi because say niam nyina aye krono hwe honorable abamba bi asem obeka ye say omo mpese Ghana nnua Ghana forest ebe sofa na wa a whole minister na obeka asem ya e dey na kire say enye krono nti na wo de kan asem we na nti wo kan asem we ya kire Ghana for nipa asebe ye oba nyense na wo no wako school a wo woni midie na ye kan say sabi o forest department na wo hono Ghana forest na wo hono e wo ema oban Ghana anasa e wo ema hwan eniema mumma kwan me yedi nnua ne ye no eno kra na enye ne kwan no mumma kwan ji sika fom eme ye ne mom ne ye the ultimate goal ne ye the ultimate reason ade a beboa oman na nkasa ne de se ne be ya mo wakoye ne China fokro ya na mokoto nkonwa wo mo ho amode ko parliament ye kan say the parliament ebubu ye within the shortest time and now ya mfe no anya asuade because of say hold ye no wo contractor sika no ye gi wo no ye betimi atibi na ya che adi agu ye botom nti no ye no wo ansa nye sa contract ne bi na say ye wo mpanifo na say omo na ehwe ye so na sa mpanifo we kura sa adwen we ya e de na kire say oman we no ye wo future etimi samoten asema me kan wa ha ne say na anka madwen ye me say e wo say anka omampani mahama say anka opese sa ni din na e friend JDM no J stand for John, D stand for Dumso, M stand for Mahama no. Ye John Dumso Mahama no ko pese o yifri no so a. Enka madwen ye me say no. Ontumi enya animde, ontumi enya ahodne enye Dumso crisis no. Enka petrol ni kerosene no ni gases no ni ade a ahiafo ene wo mo a wo fam no etumi eyusu kakra ema wo mo hen high wo mo no. E wo say continue the cabinet omo transfer no ye consider ye put into consideration na nkasa na ema we no de ye ma ne ba fam ke yete so ema nipa no ehwo hen ha won kakra na menti ase se wo nya power no ema nipa no ema mo mfa ni dwuma kakra nsu na nipa no so bo na ho modern so mewa no oman no so mu asan ayeden a che se economy nso apro wo asema ye kan se enne se wo hwe bank rate se wo inflation se wo niema bibia pansam e wo Ghana a che se sika so kro bi ba ye dwuma kro be nya sika no so eyeden wontumi nso ntwade bibia asay e wo man no enti say se eba say my one ketua yadi 11 12 13 years bo ahyewo bra na enkoda de second year tuo am robbery na je say wo na wo hye won kutupa say omon eni sa adwuma no because adwuma ombe ya ankomo so bebo bra no asaban a wo say wo de niam agu akwan so no munya kwan ye no wo ma niam nyina aye basa enti ade ntina omon so ntumi ntra ho na eden ya obedidi na onfa kwan bia so a obetimi ama adan of the day no wa survive no onfa sa kwan so eno no obeti a kire o se da bia o kan sama na o kan tie mahama na anka hwane ye nkan tie no asebo no eye obi abusuapan ni bia o wo Ghana ene ye wo se ko ba sa abusuapan no somo se ono na all my power e ma Ghana na se de what you say enti ya mo say no enya de e beti sa ansam na se enti msamoten asema me kan se me bona na do dan kwa kufu ado abaso se o kan se aban we no onye sensitive eye no kre oni papa Ghana fo pa ho dadwen de menji ni se eda omampani mahama ene NDC aban we akoma so na ade amahu ni se muka musukura na meye se ne obi bo no nyom ena ono so de that type of anyom no nko na eda ni je ho minti obi a enti ne muka no kura na meye ne mo oh na se nkenti sa ena se nka omampani mahama eye the listening government a enka ye me se enanu ye vigilance akwakoye stars akwakoye vigil e kire se dumso must stop na emuaye bia ma ye no muaye e ba ne sesese ne yenye den ye nto patrum mete se na minim se Ivono se one of the celebrities no na o ka se o mfie de ne maame nkoa no ye maame panyini o ho a oto abama MPP ne maame na tuo mfo a almost the gom de NDC no beto aba I'm not sure me say I don't know.
She's one of the vigil protesters.
That is why I say either Yvonne or not. I don't know. I'm just saying it. I heard her. Okasa mameti.
Me just say Yvonne.
Ena oka say come 2016 dey. Omo nkoda ni nyina no a omo aye omo adwen say omo beto aba ama NDC no. Efiri na kode omo ntubi. Na je say utimu say ankrofo we nyina no. Na omo de NDC achi dede se ne na emre bi na me kan wa ha. Say omo na omo NDC yusu omo de omo ye campaign. Ena enei no atene against womo enti no asema msamoten ye kan se ebeye den na school fo atumi asua de school ni yeko school den mu yeko ana ya kire wade wo ba fi a na ade na ya kire wo no na waba besua enti teacher ni e kire wade no now also you come back home and then make your studies. What I say school dem no ye nkosua de ye kira de e wo school dem na ade na ye be kira wo no na wa baba be sua e wo fie kane aben e na wo ba aba be ade aba be sua de se obi e wo se o yusu computer na o ene ye wiase wo aye the computer word na wo se okon na wo se o de sua de a e kwan ben so no benya light e de aye wo nyina asaban e wo se wo put into consideration da bia me kan e wo ha se sansem we na e koso no factories a yatum companies a ya eden eno so enya adwuma biem sesei adwuma efo ayi wo modi akoso a lot of ama omu dwane afrom fie awade agu because of say ni kunu nya adwuma what you say enti minim ara say NDC so omu wo intelligence unity bia omu namfo a yetie Ghana fo asem ena still ya no ye di reports bre omu ena omu ayo omu adwen se na yetie bia no omu mfa obi aho dia I don't know na se eyade se omu obi nso a na sa ankrofo no omu nso ekọ down no enti omu nso ede no kwasempa ebre aban no na say the way nipa esi su the way nipa esi eka aba we ho asem money no enti enka government set up eka ye niema yie kakra na nipa esu Mr. Martin o kasa no o ma ye ti say sa Central Medical Store na ehye no akoso a lot of havoc ama AIDS patients e wo man Ghana na sabre ya ye kasa yi no aban no say ade we ehye no means no kwa kasa e ye di be 5 months 5 months e ye di as at now no the major problem how mind to say but bia o mind no aduro nyina ewo eno so kra no wo be kom no me de kra me ka say NDC abai ene ya set committee no na nim so mbe set committee kura ama ya ba behwe enipa omo share da ekokọ she sa Central Medical Store no because of say binum enti sika e wo honti eno ne ekokọ she no just like that eno ya ante ho hwe down the line no say base 5-6 months no abai no ntu ho na mom bia say e bia ye pe edan fufura na ye si edan fufuro ama enuro no a ye de emma ada the various pharmacies no ya omo adisa adwuma na ma yahu me no wo kasa say no say amanfo enya ba bi mfa enuro ni bi engu nti no AIDS patients HIV patients say no omo esu say nanka ene enuro e ba ye nti obi ye HIV positive kura na kotimi survival e check akra because enuro na ye control no say yenya ba bi kura na ya store enuro no na oman be mu na ye wo say wow enti Mr. Martin asema me kan wo ha ne say say na ye so 2016 na ye say 2016 no ye bisa say ye to aba ema omampani mahama say omra emefa nkane ya emma ganafo ewo afe ba ko ewo NDC manifesto mu say monto aba mayen na monto aba mayen a ye be make sure say election year ye 2016 no ye ene ye dey lati bebre mu ana. That wasn't the promise because mu can say mu ba mu first step doom so shall be the thing of the past. Mr. Martin, it is a near and this divorce say, oh, 2016 land bebremo. Not just say, Ghana for by a 2 year will be sorry and pa, I will not change. A queue, a cody land so to abano. Not just say, 2 abba say, and this divorce say, 2016, and a delight bebremo. Intimodia, I want you to know Montinum. Say, what you ma agu. Not say ye wadi. Now say, we a seamstress, we ya, you can't send Kania and Pama dear, we a hairdresser, we a carpenter. A Juma air cost a go or my gun mono. Companies are closing down, factories are collapsing. Or my penny Mahama and this year by say, Modia Moman, yes, sir, name 2016, and the light in the beba. Minim, say what will fear a woodie. Say Ghana and some air cost no, say what do NDC, now pay NDC intino, a year Emma would dear. And then I may can say, I hear announce who I am, Pesabin Kumiaka, because I would do be now a Chesapeake Joe BT. Now supporting the pass won't train Pantia. And then I ask also now one humanitarian kakra. Now I mean Union a kuno no. This I would be grano din some money, catch as a minua, but do the money and yet that's all what some of us are saying. What I say, and Mr. Martin, as someone in the theatre and say, I buy no, I and I say, what for revenge? I can't be a befasua, one in the ministers, or in a bang, a baby rear or mine gun a sicano. Na omude agu omboto mu no enye ne Ghana fo ne ka sente sapa menji ndi se e wose sansem wetimi koso wote ase eye den ena ye kasa sese ya mo akwa nkonwa akwa kogu Parliament House ama nkonwa no eni busumi nsia nkonwa na bubu enem ko wie job 600 the same nkonwa no the same company the same country no